I'm Dave Isaacs, and I'm a musician and an educator. In teaching music, I think about what the motivation is. I think a lot about what motivates people to want to play because as a teacher, that's something I want to tap into. I look back to what was it that hooked me. And, it's more than you could say 14-year-old kid picks up the guitar because they want to be cool. And that's all true, right? But why did I devote my life to it? Why did I fall in love with it? I think it's a physical thing for me that it's just so deeply satisfying to interact with this thing. My theory is that musical talent is also just a predisposition to be comfortable with the instrument. I had a single lesson with a guy who had been a professional drummer all his life. And he was saying how he was really enjoying the acoustic guitar just for the kinesthetic pleasure of strumming it. And something went off in my head because when I play, I have to move. I can't stop moving. Playing music lets me put this energy in my body into a constructive place. This is something I am so passionate about and I love so much and I just think is so cool. And I want to get you lit up about it because that to me is very satisfying. It's one thing when you're teaching kids and they're going to finish the level 1 book and the level 2 book and they get the star and this is how it works. This is how you motivate children. This should not be how you motivate adults. And so people will go on these internet forums and say, how do I become an intermediate player? Really? None of this matters. Whether you're talking about an adult who is new to the instrument, any instrument, or someone, and most of the people I work with have at least owned or messed around with a guitar for 5, 10, 20 years, and something is still missing. And that thing that's missing is it's still not comfortable. It's still not a physically enjoyable experience, and how are you going to force yourself to practice if it's not? The thing that makes you want to play most of all, on the deepest level, is the physical sensation of it. It feels good to perform this action and make this sound. One of the other challenges as an adult is you have hopefully become good at something. And once you got good at one thing, it really kind of stinks to not be good at something. You can enjoy a pickup game of basketball without being Michael Jordan. You don't have to be good at a game to enjoy the game. You could take very, very primitive musicians, people with very primitive skills that have made music that is lasting and powerful and impactful, and people with great technical ability that you would have no interest in listening to. And then, of course, you can flip that around. Fine. The one doesn't determine the other, but the thing that communicates is the authority. So you don't need to be good, you want to be confident. That's it. If I'm going to teach guitar in a place like Nashville that is lousy with guitar players, I have to just decide that it doesn't matter there's 10,000 other guys that can teach you where to put your fingers. That's not what I am here to do. I am here to teach you how to be more in tune with your musicality through this instrument. Someone who says, I'm a songwriter, I don't write music, I just write lyrics. But yeah, we can sit down in a songwriting session and I give you some music and you go, oh, that's not it. Well, guess what? You write music. It's there in your head. Because one of the nicer things I ever thought I heard somebody say was, I can always tell your students they dance with the guitar. And that just comes back to that fundamental thing. Are you comfortable? Are you friends with it? Can you move and not feel like you're negotiating this foreign object? In any physical discipline, any kind of athletics, singing, nobody would let you get away with lock your body and move only this. To just find something fundamental, the kinesthetic pleasure of an E minor chord. And just how and ooh, it's a different thing if I do. Wow, it's talking.